prepared these words this morning, thinking over what I was going to say in regards to climate change and the land, and even what the community around us needs when it comes to these times. So, in my 2 years as a community organizer and advocate, I've had the opportunity to travel to different front lines, to see different perspectives, and to stand in solidarity with my comrades in class, gender, and race. What I've seen over the last year is the continued trampling of Indigenous rights by the Canadian state through violence, police action, state compliance, and corporate greed. We stand here today because we're fighting for our future, for our children, for those who are here and those who are yet to come. We demand the federal government stop wasting taxpayer money on a failed pipeline, Trans Mountain, and we demand that the federal police force are held accountable for their actions against the Wet'suwet'en Nation. We demand immediate representation for the concerns of Indigenous people and the youth of this country in Parliament in order to build a better future where we can live good lives with dignity and respect. Our government must recognize that investment starts with divestment. Investment into green energy and good jobs requires divestment from oil and gas. Investment into healthcare and education requires divestment from the corporate tax breaks they give out. It's time to divest, and it's time to lead. This year has been hard on me, and I can't express the pain I feel in my heart for my loved ones who I've lost, for the children that were found, for the state of the land, and for those who are still survivors on our streets. What I can express now more than ever is what's needed, and we need each other. We need a community, and we need connections to one another in order to survive what is upon us now and what is to come. Our leaders in City Hall, the provincial legislature, and Parliament will never hear these words, but who has is more important. You, the individuals at this rally, have heard the words and the call. We can't wait for years for the next election. We can't wait years for basic representation or advocacy from the government. Who we have is each other to advocate, to draw boundaries. We have our hands and we have our dreams. Now is the time. Chant is kind of lost, and even the saying has lost some meaning to it, depending on who you are, or where you're at, and what you've seen. But the chant is land back. And I remember on Canada Day when we were out here sitting on that bridge over there, just surrounded by people. And this was the same year that the conflict was happening over in British Columbia with the Wet'suwet'en. And we were rallying against Canada Day that day because it was a celebration of not only just the pain and the torment that we faced for more than 400 years, but also the genocide. And it's important to acknowledge the fact that the residential school system and the violence that we've experienced against our bodies in those schools has not only gone into my life, but it's gone into the lives of people on the streets. It's also gone on to affect my great-grandmother as well. And in our collective consciousness, we always knew that there was going to be children who passed away in those schools from the abhorrent conditions and were hidden away. So with that being said, it's important to acknowledge the fact that Land Back is about no more stolen children, Land Back is about no more stolen sisters, and Land Back is about no more stolen land. So when I say land, you say back. Land! 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 Thank you.